alligator suit. I'm on
inside the vehicle at all times. Other than that, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We'll have a good time.
safari ride.
Definitely recommend pulling those cameras if you would like to take photos. As we are here in the forest where many animals tend to camouflage or hide to protect themselves from predators. And on the right hand side, you can probably see some movement already from an okapi over there. They are known for those beautiful black and white stripes on their legs.
Wow, look at them. Beautiful.
And so therefore people often confuse them with fancy zebra pants. Although, don't let those stripes fool you. Their closest living relative is not a zebra, it's actually a giraffe. And we know that because the okapi has a similar skull and vertebrae structure like a giraffe too, as well as a few other similar features. One of them being a prehensile tongue. Prehensile means it has loads of muscles in their tongue, especially important for the okapi, as it can use that prehensile tongue full of muscles like an extra finger source to reach out, wrap around some of the branches and bushes here in the forest to call home.
I'm not sure what's on this side. I don't remember. Let's say hide out. Oh yeah, it's a rhino.
There would be a black rhino. One way that we can tell it's a black rhino is not because of the color of its skin, which is not why it gets its name, but it is by itself. So it is a bit more of a solitary species of rhino compared to other social ones. And it is a bit smaller, weighing about 3,000 pounds compared to the other 5,000 pound rhinos as well. As adorable as they are, though, unfortunately, there's only a few thousand rhinos left in the whole world, as they do face endangerment due to habitat loss and poaching for their horns, which are made of keratin. Some people believe that keratin serves medicinal purposes, but there's no scientific proof it does anything. Keratin's the same material as their fingernails and their hair.
Look at the birds.
We don't need any more of it.
Oh,
Two different animals towards your left, the black and white birds are saddle-billed storks, and the tall-tailed antelope are greater kudu.
Oh,
The saddle-billed
nice.
storks get their name because of that beautiful
he's
yellow
walking
marking on
in
their
to
beak
see
when you come
us.
to see. That looks
We
like
wanted
an
to make
English
sure
saddle.
we greeted them before we went on.
I do hope we have an adventurous group as we are leaving behind the safety of the forest. We're coming up to the dangerous waters of Saki River. And as the name suggests, we're looking for animals enjoying both land and water here.
More
So we'll have
birds.
good luck. Some of the large white birds you'll see towards the right-hand side, this would be pink-backed pelicans. They get their names pink-backed because during the mating season, the feathers on their backside will turn a beautiful pink color, almost like a blush.
Pelican.
And actually on the left-hand side there, right behind the island, those would be Nile hippos.
Oh,
They have some pretty
wow.
sensitive skin, so
Awesome.
they do like to stay underwater just for the majority of their day to protect their sensitive skin from the sun, holding their breath for about 8 minutes at a time. And with an aquatic lifestyle comes some pretty cool aquatic
There's
adaptations.
a part where we can walk and you
While
can
they're
see them
staying
under the
underwater to
water.
protect their skin from the sun, their heads will naturally, subconsciously bob
I like
up and
that.
down while they're sleeping
Oh,
in
she
order to
had
grab a gulp of air
ducklings.
whenever they need it.
Did you see her babies?
No.
But hold on tight as we're about to cross this bridge here. Oh,
We did
I
a
can already
walking
spot on our
safari and
left-hand
we were
side.
on
Those
the...
are the Nile crocodile. They will
Oh,
grow up to 16 feet in length. It's about as long as a giraffe. Wait, that's gonna get
oh, the ones in the water.
Now, crocodile are what we would call opportunistic hunters, meaning they are not going to actively go out and seek out their prey. Instead, they're going to wait for the right opportunity to stray. And that's because their metabolism is so high and necessary. They eat up to 3 weeks, maybe even more, waiting until their next meal. But you bet when the right opportunity comes and their strike, they're going to be as successful as possible. That's why their jaws are so strong and powerful that they can crush the bones of their prey.
Oh, giraffe.
Now, I'm sure you're getting excited already for our next destination, but before we do, we're going to take a quick pit stop on our right-hand side. This unique looking tree here is called a baobab tree.
Baobab
This is
tree.
named the upside down tree because it does look like it's been planted upside down. It starts in the air, but it also looks like it's also known as the tree of life, which you might be familiar with that nickname. And it's known as the tree of life because it remains leafless for about 9 months out of the year to conserve its water supply, and then it stores all that precious water in the trunk of its tree, which some animals are known to take advantage of. That's going to be important as we head into the savannah here where it is wide and open. So many of these animals are going to have to rely on that precious water from the baobab tree as a resource. There goes the tree of life for them. And in the wild open savanna, besides that water, animals have to rely on a herd mentality and agility to protect themselves from predators. And I know you're getting excited for the Maasai giraffe that are migrating closer to us. Tallest land animals in the world.
Oh,
We're gonna see where the giraffe's going, giving them the right of way if they need it. Take a look for the giraffe's tongue. It looks like it's about to stick it out. The giraffe. Oh, come on, you teased us. Oh well, okay, never mind. We're gonna pin in the giraffe tongue then. We're gonna notice the spots on the Maasai giraffe. That's how we can tell it is a Maasai giraffe. It's because those spots are kind of rough and irregular looking, especially the edges to them. Whereas other species of giraffe are gonna have sharper, cleaner edges to their spots. They're gonna fit more comfortably on their coats, like a perfect puzzle piece almost. As for the giraffe's tongue, it is not pink like ours, rather it's purple or blue, as you can try to see it as these ones are browsing over here. Giraffe only sleep for about 30 minutes of their day, so when they're not sleeping, they are eating. So they actually have that purple tongue, once again, to prevent it from being sunburned when they're eating all day long. The wide open savanna. And just like its relative the okapi we saw earlier in the forest with the zebra pants on, the giraffe's tongue is prehensile, meaning full of muscles that they can use like an extra finger of sorts to reach out, grab onto things, especially in here in the savanna with the tall trees.
There, see it?
No.
Towards our left-hand side, as I start to pull forward, you're going to see some dark black, or not black, excuse me, brown antelope. There you go. One more time. This would be sable antelope resting back there in the shade. They have these gorgeous horns that arch real far backwards just to protect their backsides from predators who attack from behind. And in a fight or flight situation, they're known to come together and fight for their survival, which I think is a really unique behavior for a lot of antelope species. Especially for prey, they prefer to flee at the sight of danger, but no, not the sables. Like I said, they come together, work as a team to fight for their survival. And you might not know this, we are driving on the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. I'll give you a hint, we are not named after the gorilla, but in fact Harambe, it means to come together in Swahili. We decided to make the emblem or the logo here, one of those beautiful sable antelopes, as a message that we try to share with everyone. That we too are trying to come together like those sable antelopes, work as a team to fight for the survival of these animals we're visiting out on the reserve. Because unfortunately many of them do face endangerment due to things like habitat loss, poaching, and climate change, like I've shared so far. One of those amazing animals would be the Maasai giraffe on our right-hand side, facing endangerment not only due to habitat loss, but also due to poaching. They have those long tail hairs that, for some odd reason, people will value and use in tools and such. So unfortunately, they do face endangerment. Also coming up on our right-hand side, you're gonna have to look all the way in the back towards the shade. There are some wildebeest back there, those dark gray antelopes. They are a very migratory species, traveling in herds up to 1.5 million.
Whoa.
Huge. And I'm sure you're getting excited for the Hartmann's mountain zebras coming up on our right-hand side, but before we talk about them, I do want to introduce you to one more antelope species. They're going to be coming up on our left-hand side, grazing up here on the hill. If you have a good eye, there's actually two of them. Large tan antelopes here, these are elands. One of the largest and heaviest antelopes, with females weighing about 1,000 pounds and males 2,000 pounds. Now we're sitting nice and high in this truck and they're off kind of just grazing on that hillside, but standing, if you measure from hoof up to their shoulder, they are 6 feet tall. It's pretty impressive. That's almost taller than the average human. And finally, I can introduce you to the Hartmann's mountain zebras. One way we can tell that these are Hartmann's mountain zebras is notice their black stripes. They don't stretch all the way down to their bellies. You can still see their white underbellies there, so that's one way we can identify them as Hartmann's mountain zebras. As adorable as they are, they too face endangerment because they do live in the mountain ranges of Africa, where there is mining going on for minerals that we can find in our cellular devices, like coltan. In addition, with human population growth increasing, they're losing a lot of their habitats as well. As for the springbok on our right-hand side, small tan antelopes, white underbellies, these are all adults. This is as big as they get. Only growing 3 feet tall. Getting their name because springing buck almost, because they are able to spring forward 13 feet and 6 feet high, so they're ridiculously agile. It's going to help them escape predators here in the wide open savanna. In addition, it does make them one of the fastest, top 10 fastest land animals in the world. I think it's pretty cool for such a small animal. You can see a few more springbok on our right-hand side, resting on that hillside there. As we continue forward on this road, we are coming across some more baobab trees, both to our left and right-hand side, which we've seen before, known as the tree of life. This storing precious water in the trunk of it, which African elephants take advantage of. So let's keep our eyes peeled out for them. They are the largest land mammals in the world. Elephants can use their tusks to pierce the trunk of the baobab trees here. Inside's a sponge-like structure. It's how they get extra water on a hot day. So super resourceful for those elephants, I think at least. Which is why it's also important to recognize then that elephants' population numbers are declining as they face endangerment due to habitat loss and poaching for their tusks, which are made of ivory.
There's your flamingos coming in.
Yeah.
Next.
Where are the flamingos? Where are the flamingos?
As we circle around the island here, we're gonna say hello to the greater flamingos, which are the tallest and lightest pink of flamingo species.
Great.
They are hatched gray, getting their pink coloration from their diet, their food, which is brine shrimp and krill, high in protein called beta carotene. And a group of flamingos is called a flamboyance because obviously they are fabulous.
Where are those elephants?
As we continue to go forward, help me look for rhinos. I don't see any in the area here, but towards our left-hand side, there's a big muddy mess here. It's a mud wallow. It's a good indication rhinos might be around here. Rhinos will roll around in the mud wallow not to be dirty or stinky, but for them it's actually an extra layer of sun protection. It cools them off and is a natural insect repellent for them as well. And again, exciting stuff to see rhinos, only a few thousand left in the world, being poached for their horns, made of keratin, same material as our fingernails and our hair. I'm going to be looking around some of these more shady spots coming up around these parts.
They're hiding from us.
To your left, the fastest land animal in the world, that would be a cheetah. They reach speeds up to 60 miles per hour in 3 seconds, and they maintain that speed for a few hundred yards using their tails, almost like rudders on a boat to help them change direction quickly at those top speeds.
That was beautiful.
Cheetah's claws are also
love
non-retractable,
cheetahs.
so for them it's kind of like having built-in cleats 24/7. Very much built for speed, not so much endurance. And a group of cheetahs is called a coalition. I think it's always a fun group name to share, so it's not like a herd or a
That's my
group of
learning
cheetahs.
for
It's just
today.
a coalition of cheetahs.
Oh, we're coming up
It
to
looks
the
like we might
lions.
still be in Cap Country. As we start making this turn here, you're gonna notice this large rock structure here. It's called a kopie. I'm sure you're familiar with copies.
Where are those lions?
They are homes usually to lions. Well, lions make them their homes, as it gives them a good advantage to overlook the savannah and keep eyes out for prey. So let's keep our eyes peeled for
I've seen
them.
them.
They
I'll
are
try to be in the
nocturnal
sun
animals,
now.
meaning they do their activity at night. So they sleep during the day and then get active at night. They sleep anywhere between 18 to 20 hours of their day to your left-hand side.
They're the opposite
Give
of
me
the
a second
giraffe.
here, because I
Oh,
can actually
he's
get you a good view. Well, we have the lions on our left. There's both a male and a female lion. We also have white rhinos coming up on your right. So let me find a good place to stop. And you're going to get a good view of
Oh,
both of
white
them.
rhino.
How about there?
Oh, you got a great shot of it.
Like I said, lions are nocturnal. Well, they have good eyesight during the day, but 6 times better eyesight at
He's
night.
gonna growl.
So when female lions do the hunting for their pride at night, males stay back, guard the territory, and look after their cubs. You could call them stay-at-home dads. Which is why, because that male lion is going to be the protector for its pride. It has that
Ladies
mane
sleeping.
around its neck and head area for extra protection.
She's so tired.
And let's hope that the white rhinos haven't moved too far away. Hopefully we can circle back around and see them one more time. Oh, well, they're crossing the road, so we're gonna have to pause here for just a moment.
Are they walking?
Now, I want to give you a hint before we come close enough to see these white rhinos. I just want to prepare you. Again, they get their name not because of the color of their skin. It's pretty much the same gray color as the black rhino we saw earlier. But instead, they get their name white rhinos from their wide front lip. The Afrikaans words for wide is vite, V-I-T-E. Most people hear white due to some language barriers, miscommunication. We therefore have the white rhinos. Again, not associated with their color, just their wide front mouth. But before we do catch up to those white rhinos, you might notice some of these burrows here, which are a good indication some warthogs might be around. Africa's largest burrows, very front here on the left-hand side. Taking the burrows, you see with their tusks, snouts, and legs. And they're quite territorial. They're going to guard their burrows, tusks out first, keep eyes out for predators that come around. We're going to give this rhino the right of way if they're trying to catch up with the rest of the crash. I mentioned how a group of cheetahs is a coalition. A group of rhinos is a crash.
I understand that.
They are Captain Mud from the mud wallow that we saw earlier. And white rhinos are a bit more social than other species compared to that solitary black rhino. The black rhino we saw earlier weighs about 3,000 pounds. The white rhinos can weigh up to 5,000 pounds on our right-hand side. So there's several differences. Their behavior, their front wide lip, and their social behaviors. It's pretty cool.
They were cool. Over a bridge.
Now we're coming up onto the edge of the reserve where the warden's post is. And the reserve warden, they stay here to look after the animals here, just to make sure they are safe and well protected. Also, while being close enough to the people who live in the village nearby, just to make sure both people and animals live harmoniously. And it looks like the reserve warden is setting the example by taking care of those Nigerian dwarf goats you'll see around here. They're cute, small, adorable, but guess what? They are all adults. They don't get bigger than what we see here. It's why African farmers utilize these goats as their source of livestock. They do not need much land.
They're
They can
eating.
eat any pesky weed you have. They also produce a nutritious milk farmers will then sell for extra income.
They're cute.
They are cute.
But we are rounding up our safari experience today also. Asante Sana, thank you so much for joining me. Hope you had a good time and learned something new.
That was a
Again,
good
my
one.
name
What'd
is
you think?
Jacqueline. And we saw some pretty cool animals out there, right?
They were.
I think so. As I've shared, though, many of these animals do face endangerment due to habitat loss, poaching, and climate change. And I don't share those endangerment stories with you to be sad, sob stories. I truly believe at the end of the day, knowledge is power. The more that we know about these animals and what they're facing, more likely we are able to participate in helpful and productive conservation efforts. One of them would be reducing, reusing, and recycling. For example, I mentioned it earlier, our small electronic devices, phones, and tablets have minerals in them like coltan, which are being mined where these animals live. So, properly and responsibly recycling our electronic devices is one way we can make a difference for these animals. If you have questions, or actually, if you want to figure out where you can recycle those devices, pull out your phones while you're eating lunch, breakfast, or maybe you're standing in line later. Check out the website Earth 911. That website tells you the nearest recycling location to you, as well as what you can recycle. There's exciting stuff, I think, at least. Earth 911. You can then figure out where to drop off these electronic devices around you in your area to recycle them. And if you have any questions, folks, feel free to stop by our window, say hello. It is always open because I do love my job here. And we don't like to say goodbye as it's too sad and too final. So instead, we like to say Kwaherini. It makes you go well. So Kwaherini, everyone, please
Kwaherini.
go well. Go wild. Don't make a difference
That's how
in
you
the
say
animals
go
and planet
well.
that we all share.
Kind of like a goodbye.
Kwaherini, go
Kind
down
of like
with
you
those
remember I
hands out,
touched
feet
you.
and legs, toes are sliding open. Kwaherini, everyone. Drink some water, be well, be kind, have a good rest of your day. You're so welcome. Give me some hug.
Yeah, she's got it. Yeah, we can't lose any friends today. Mine's rejoining me. Thank goodness.
When is it rejoining you?
It arrives at 10 in the morning at the
Tomorrow?
hotel.
Tomorrow?
Not today.
Yeah. Ooh.
Hap has his, right? His cell phone. This is the trip of missing a cell phone.
I like it. I like it. I do like it.
Oh, yeah. Say hi. You guys are
It would have been better if one of those lions had jumped off and ate a
The
thing.
what? The what?
Took off and jumped off.
I want to be in the back. So,
What's up?
nothing. I just don't want to be up in the front. I want to be in the back. That's why I'm back here. Oh, so are we going to breakfast?
Yep, right to breakfast. You hungry?
Yeah, I'm really
I am
hungry.
too.
Well, so we're going to go breakfast.
Yes.
And then well, I had to cut the video. And then I'll make one
Make one when
Later.
the characters visit.
up. Yeah, but they can't see me, visiting characters because I'm not allowed to film
way.
them. Oh yeah, this way. They're going all this way. We almost went lost. Oh, Gorilla Falls. What's that? Oh, just like a trail.
No, it's like a another zoo, but you walk instead of take a safari. The gorillas are really cool. We should go.
Yeah, we should do a lot of trails.
There's never a line there.
Oh, you just go?
You just go. It's cool. Sometimes they have little baby gorillas, and they're the
What?
coolest.
That's crazy.
You see the moms taking care of the babies.
Excuse me. Yeah. So, what's this place called that I ate for breakfast?
Tusker House.
Tusker House. Tusker House. Is this like a buffet?
It is a buffet.
Yeah. A buffet. A buffet. I don't like regular dinners. I like buffets. Then you can eat whatever you want.
Yeah, that is nice.
Yeah. I'm so hungry. My stomach
There's
is
where you go. Oh, that's Planet.
That's the Planet
We
Watch.
haven't done that in a while.
The Planet.
Last time we thought it was because
Was he there?
Welcome to Lion King.
now. I'll look on my phone.
I'm so
Live
hungry.
streaming.
Yeah, I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. I like going live, but I can't go live because it won't let me anymore. Come inside to see Welcome the Lion King. Yeah. Hi guys.
I'm right here. You're fine.
She's like, hey.
Hi, everybody. I got to go.
I don't know who that was. I don't think I filmed the right person.
Here's our restaurant. We're gonna eat right here, guys.
Yes. At least we're close because I'm so hungry. Where's Eliana? Eliana. Okay, I guess Eliana doesn't want to be in.